pressure after that story. My God, that was very lovely told. I'm not going to make you cry, but Jesus. Okay. Hi. Hello. Welcome. What a cool venue. I've never done anything here. This is so fun. Okay, so my name is Kim. I am from New York. And I'm very fucking proud of being from New York, yeah? As you can tell, I can curse and still sound like a fucking lady, but also all of my clothes, I have gray and black. That's what I wear. I can drink whiskey, right? There was a point in my life where I could, take 6, 7, 8 shots of whiskey in a night and be totally fine, right? Yeah, there was like an edge to me, and I was very proud of it. Now I bake cookies on a Friday night. I'm a different human now, but I'm proud of that, right? And I'm very comfortable with who I am as a human, except for this little thing I have to admit to you now, and I'm considering how music heavy this is, I'm sorry to admit this, I'm incredibly music stupid. No, like really, really dumb. I listened in my teenage years, I listened to NSYNC and Britney, and my parents only listened to ABBA growing up. Yeah, I didn't know that the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's album existed until my senior year of college. Okay, please, Jonathan, name a rock and roll guy. And great, can't name you a song that he plays. Okay, I know them. I can sing along to them, but I could not tell you who sings them. I can't tell you who makes them. If you tell me someone and you say I'll say this is a great song, I can't tell you who it is. I'm really dumb. I don't go to concerts either. I've only been to Billy Joel and Elton John, and that's it, really. Okay, I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. I swear this will be fun for you. I need to admit it up top. I need to be honest with you, all right? So it might surprise you to find out that my first job outside of college was at Madison Square Garden giving tours and telling everyone about the music history of New York, okay? But I needed a job. I was living at home. I saw a Craigslist ad, and these lovely people at the Garden saw an English and theater major and said, sure, let's try it. So I started working at the Garden, and I gotta tell you, I absolutely loved this job, right? I found out so many cool little details about the Garden, about why it came up. I found out that Billy Joel has had almost 80 shows there. He's played there the most, and no one comes close to his record. I found out that Frank Sinatra used to come into the Garden, and he was an amateur photographer, and so he would ask to come in and watch all of the events for free so he could take photos of it. And the photo of Muhammad Ali standing over his opponent, that's Frank Sinatra. He took that photo, right? So many cool little details like this. And a lot of it kind of went through my head, but I've kept some of it, okay? And it's amazing. Plus, you never knew who you were gonna see at the Garden, right? I had a lanyard that said I worked at the Garden, which meant I could go basically anywhere. And you'd be walking around and you'd see J-Lo with her whole entourage going past you, which, by the way, she's got a person that is just in charge of the glow, and that's the only thing they're in charge of in the entourage. And they do that, right? We all need one of those. It's amazing. I saw every big act that came through, you saw them come through with their entourage. Dwayne Wade, who plays basketball, he came in with 30 people every time he went to play. There's always an entourage, and it was incredible to watch. Plus, the other thing about the Garden is there's thousands of people working there. You don't know anybody. Everybody works on shifts, right? So I'd walk in and not know a soul. I'd only know them because we all had black jeans and a white t-shirt, and I had the lanyard that said I worked at Madison Square Garden. So when you were underneath in the tunnels, you'd walk past and be like, hey, how are you? And they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? And you'd pass. Everyone was nice when they weren't dealing with the public. Everyone was kind and lovely. So that's what my first 6 months out of college was working at the Garden. So one day, it's a particularly gloomy day in New York. It's that kind of rain that hits you and it goes to your bones and it just stays on your bones, right? And so I'm at the end of my shift, and I decide that instead of walking around the building, I'm gonna go through the super secret exit on the other side of the Garden, which means I've gotta go into the tunnels. I gotta go underneath the stage, and you get to walk through the tunnels, and it is as cool as it sounds. It kind of, you're part of history walking through there, and you know it, right? And so I'm down into the tunnels, and I'm under the stage. And I see this guy walk up to me, and he's got the black jeans and the white t-shirt, and he's got a lanyard that says Madison Square Garden. So I'm like, oh, hey, man, how are you? And this guy just plants his feet, and he goes, hey, how you doing today? Are you good? It's like, oh, okay. I guess we're having a conversation. I guess we're stopping today. So fine, I'm on my way out. That's totally cool. I was like, yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, this rain, it's gloomy. He goes, I know. It's like the kind of rain that hits you and gets to your bones. And I was like, I said that. That's what I think the rain is. So we start having this really nice conversation. And he starts going like, I'm nervous about it. The rain, it puts people in like a bad mood, Like I grew up around here and every time it's that thick rain, people are in a bad mood. And I go, yeah, that's true, but you know what? It's gonna be a good night at the Garden tonight because it's a big concert tonight because there's a Bruce Springsteen concert going on, right? And I was like, someone knows where this is going. I was like, it's a big night tonight. It's gonna be fun, right? Everyone has fun at a Bruce concert. You're gonna have a good time. And he's like, yeah, all right, yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen too. And I was like, all right, yeah. I said, hey, look, man, I gotta get out of here, but you have fun tonight, okay? You have fun tonight at the concert. And he goes, thanks. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And it's that kind of moment that, like, it hit him, right? I could tell that, like, no one had told him anything nice for a while. And it felt like he really needed this pick-me-up, this guy. And I went, yeah, it's no problem, man. You have a good time. And he's like, thanks. And he leaves. And I leave. And then the security guard walks up to me. He goes, holy shit, was that amazing? What is he like? I was like, what is who like? It's like, you just had a 10-minute conversation with Bruce Springsteen. What is Bruce Springsteen like? I want to recap that conversation for a second. I told Bruce Springsteen to have a good time at the Bruce Springsteen concert. And it looked like it mattered to him. Like no one had told dear old Brucey to have a good time. So look, I don't know anything about music, right? I'm still very new at music stupid, and I probably will be my whole life. But all of you seem to know a lot about music. And I bet you none of you have had that long of a conversation with Bruce Springsteen. Okay? And I really hope, I swear to God, I hope. I tell this story all the time, and I really hope Bruce tells the same story, that we were just passing ships in the night. That's it, I'm done. Goodbye.